What's going on, everybody? Nick Alberici here, back with another video. Week 9 NFL picks and predictions. So from last week, everybody seemed to enjoy the video with my dad in it. Got more views than what I get alone. So I'll have him back again this year. I have some other people back. That's the first time I had somebody on to do a weekly video this year. And it went well. It went well. He wanted to be in again this week. I said to him, we'll push it down a little bit. We'll do it again, maybe once a month. Because I don't like having people on all the time. Because I feel like the videos are a little bit longer. I like to make them under 20 minutes so people can just hear my predictions and then move on. So it's like when they have a special guest on NFL Network or Fox News, something like that. You know what I mean? Just oh, we have a special guest today, and then boom, I have the special guest on the video. I like to make it, a once in a while thing. So, but last week, I went 10-6. I forget what his record was, and we had the Eagles game separate. I had the Bengals. He had the Eagles, and I know he had the Seahawks. I had the Bills. So he might have had the same record. I'm not sure if that's the only two games we had different. But so I went 10-6 last week. And my overall record is 83-39 for the year. So I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So let's jump right into it. So first game, Thursday night football, Texans at Jets, Halloween night. The Jets are 2, over under 42.5. Some people are probably like, oh, why is the Jets favored? Well, short week again, on the road for Houston, and no Stephon Diggs, who just announced already out for the game on Thursday night. So, but the Jets, man, I said the other day, I said Rodgers better retire. That was it. How do you, if you can't beat the Patriots, I don't understand it. This is a tough game to pick. This really is, because you don't trust the Jets. But you got Houston. It's just hard. Nico Collins is out again too. So I'm going to take the Jets because they're home, and I feel like that line is actually begging you to take Houston at 6-2, and the Jets 2-6. I feel like that line is begging you to take Houston, and the Jets are going to win. So I'm gonna go into the line a little bit and take the Jets. I'll take the Jets here. I still think it's going to be a close game because it's how those Thursday night games tend to be. I'm going to take the Jets 27-24. So it's a good game. And the last couple of Thursday nights, we had good matchups on paper. So it's going to be a good game. And then on Sunday, November 3rd, already in November for football. Isn't that crazy? Felt like I was doing week 1 predictions. We have Cowboys at Falcons. Atlanta's 2.5. Over-under is 52.5. I'm going to take Atlanta here. Right now, they look like they're really tough to beat. Cousins is finally coming around. Ever since that Tampa game, it looks like he's been good. So I'll take Atlanta. I feel like Dallas, I don't even think Dallas is a playoff team. The coach sucks. Mike McCarthy's garbage. Jerry Jones, I think he's a piece of shit too. Just the shit he does, the team. He has all this money. He doesn't want to win. How do you have a team and a roster and you don't have a number 2 receiver? Your running backs suck, and your quarterback is just mid and overpaid. So the Cowboys are flat out a mess right now. So give me Atlanta here at home. I think Atlanta wins this game by 10 points. To be honest with you, I think this game. People are going to say same as I just said about Houston, Jets 27-24. I think it's going to be a 30-21 type of game. 9-point, 10-point, 30-20, 30-21 type of win for Atlanta. I just feel like Dallas is banged up, and I just feel like Atlanta is just a much better team. So give me the Falcons. Then we got the Dolphins at the Bills. Buffalo is 6.5. Over-under is 50.5. I'll take Buffalo here. Miami better tear it down, man. Losing to the Cardinals at home is embarrassing, flat out embarrassing. I know the Bills, they tend to, put up games at home where they struggle, but I feel like in this one they're gonna put up some points. I don't see Miami going in there and winning. I could have sworn I saw somebody was already ruled out in this game for one of the teams. The Bill, was it Buffalo? I forget who it was, but I think that really won't matter. I feel like the Bills are gonna win this game. I forget who it was. It was somebody on the defensive side of the ball, I think, unless I'm mixing stuff up in other games. But I think it doesn't matter. I feel like the Bills are gonna win. I feel like they're gonna win by 2 touchdowns here. 31-17 Bills. Miami's got supposedly not one pass defense, but that hasn't showed me anything yet. So, next game, Raiders at Bengals. Cincinnati is 7.5. Over-under is 46.5. Man, what's wrong with the Bengals? Like, seriously. Seriously. I mean, I don't understand it. I think Joe Burrow, this isn't himself. I feel like he's still nicked up from the injury from last year. It's that, or he's actually not that good as everybody thought he was going to be. So I don't know what it is. But the Bengals, they're another one. They're just a mess. I mean, they're 0-4 at home. I still think they're going to win this game because the Raiders are more of a mess. But, the Bengals just have distractions over there. T. Higgins sucks. They better let him go, man. He hurt every week, having problems. I don't understand. I mean, Jamar Chase is doing, he's having a solid year, but he's not that good off the field either, if you've seen some of his comments. But the defense is a mess. I don't think the coach, Zach Taylor's that good. They're just, to me, they don't do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Everybody acts, they act like they're so great, but they're 3-5. I mean, but I do think they're going to win this game. The Raiders are just that bad. So I'm going to say 27-10. I think they really shut down the Raiders' offense. I just feel like the Raiders just are horrible. So 27-10 Bengals. Then we got the Chargers at the Browns. Chargers are 1.5. Over is 42.5. It's another interesting game. The Browns come off that big win last week. Their defense, I can't believe they beat the Ravens. I can't believe it with Winston in there. The Chargers don't score much. It's really weird how they operate over there. I thought that, last week I said, what are they, 31-13 against the Saints? Well, they shut down the Saints offense, which is not saying much, but they just don't score. Like, I don't understand. Like, Herbert, he's good, but like he needs weapons. But I'm gonna take the Browns. I feel like they're home again. The Chargers outdoors now. I know that line might be begging you to take the Browns a little bit. Coming off that big emotional win over the Friday underdogs, but I just feel like Winston's gonna air stuff out. He's gonna throw a couple picks, but he's gonna hit a couple deep passes. The Chargers, they are what they are. They're 4-3, but they shouldn't be 4-3. You know what I mean? They're more of a 2-5 type of team at this point. I'm going to take the Browns here. 28-20. I think it's going to be an 8-point win for them. Yeah. And then I'm going to blow past these next 3 games right here. We have the Patriots at the Titans. Tennessee's 3.5 over 37.5. I'll take Tennessee at home. I feel like the Patriots have that, again, emotional home win last week. Now you got to go on the road against Tennessee's got a decent defense. I feel like Tennessee's going to win. But you know what? Remember how teams fare after they play the Lions. So I don't know. I'm going to stick with Tennessee because, maybe it'll finally end because it's New England. So I'll take Tennessee in a low-scoring game. I'm going to say 19-13 Tennessee. I don't know who's going to start, Levis or Rudolph, but it really doesn't matter. Tennessee, I got. Next game, we got the Commanders at the Giants. Washington's 3.5, over is 43.5. What a crazy ending last week for the Commanders. The Hail Mary, I know it could be a little bit of an emotional win standpoint on this one, too. That's what the Bears get, by the way. They think they're great and all that. They can't beat anybody good. The Giants are that bad. Daniel Jones sucks. So I'm going to take the Commanders here. I think it's going to be a 3-point game, though. I think this is going to be a game where, they might struggle. The Giants' defense is all right, so they're going to struggle with them a little bit. So I'm going to go 20-17 Washington here. Typical typical Giants Commanders type game. Anytime I feel like they play, it's always like close like that. So give me the Commanders. And then we got the Saints at the Panthers. New Orleans is 7, over-under is 43.5. I believe Derek Carr is coming back in this game. That's why I think it's 7. That's why I personally think it's that high. So I will take the Saints, even if he wasn't playing. Take the Saints. Carolina, they're just I compare them to the White Sox of base. They're the White Sox of the NFL. So I'll take. I think it's gonna be. I still think it's gonna be a touchdown type of game though, because the Saints are not that type of team that can pull away from you. You know what I mean? They're just not that team. They just hang around and then they just hang with their teams because they can't pull away. They got lucky the first 2 games, but I think now outdoors. So I'm gonna say like a 24-16 type of game for the Saints. I don't know who's starting for the Panthers yet, but I really don't think it matters. It doesn't matter, to be honest. So give me the Saints. All right, I'm gonna go. Here's my lock of the week. Here, there's a couple here, but here's my lock. So we have the Broncos at the Ravens. Baltimore is 9.5, over 44.5. So the Ravens are my lock of the week. I feel like after that bad loss last week to the Browns, I feel like they're going to come out and they're just going to take it out on them. You know what I mean? It's a type of game. Let's take it out on them. We're not going to lose 2 games as huge favorites. And Denver just played shitty Carolina. And for the most part, they kind of struggled if you look at it that way. Like late in the game, they really won by 2 touchdowns. I thought Denver was going to win by more, when that game was going on. It was like 21-7, like at halftime, wherever it was. I said, oh boy. But they started screwing around. I don't know if it was screwing around or what, but I think, Ravens win this game. I think Ravens win this game. Like I've been saying this for weeks. I think it's going to be like a 34-17 type of game. As soon as I looked at this game on the schedule, I said, like weeks ago, I said, 34-17. Yeah, 34-17. The Broncos are too one-dimensional. It's either, they a short pass or a handoff to Javonte Williams, or Bo Nix takes it and runs it. So if they just stop Bo Nix running, this game's gonna be it's gonna be a blowout, because I just don't. Derrick Henry, is he gonna score again? I just feel like this game's gonna be won by Henry and Lamar doing their shit. So lock of the week, 34-17 Ravens. And then we move on to the 4 o'clock window. It's the Jaguars at the Eagles. Eagles are 7, over 45.5. Is this a game where Doug Peterson gets fired afterwards, losing to his former team? Who knows? But I think the Eagles definitely win. The Jaguars, they're another team, tear it down. I feel like, the Jags might hang with them a little bit in the first half, because, their offense, it depends how Brian Thomas, I don't know if he's going to play. I'm sure he will. Evan Ingram and as there, and you got Kirk, who's out for the year. So, but I think the Eagles win. I feel like it's going to be like a 26-17 type of game. Just to me, I just think the Jaguars should have fired Peterson a long time ago. He ain't doing shit, so can him. You know what I mean? Can his ass. Next game, Bears-Cardinals. Arizona's 1, over 44.5. I'm going to take Arizona. Again, I just said the Bears can't beat good teams. Arizona's not a good team. They're okay, but they're on the road. Again, I know they have a bad taste in their mouth from last week. I understand that, but I don't know. I just feel like Arizona at home is just, if it was in Chicago, it'd definitely be Bears, but it's going to be a lower scoring game because the Bears defense is really, is really good, to be honest. I feel like it's going to be like a 21-17 type of game, Arizona. I just, is it going to be another Hail Mary at the end? Who knows? But I just feel like Kyler is going to run around a little bit and make throws happen, make plays happen. It just, that's the factor into it. You know what I mean? That's the type of game, because the Bears like to bring pressure. I feel like he's going to be running and throwing. He's going to hit wide open guys, Marvin Harrison deep. It's going to be a difference in this game. Now, if they had a non-mobile guy in there, like a Andy Dalton, then I'd be taking the Bears. But so I just feel like, Arizona at home is the pick. Then we got the Lions at the Packers. Detroit is 3.5. Over-under 48.5. This line, at first I had Green Bay winning like earlier last week when I looked at the pre-line. Jordan Love, at home, but now he's all banged up. So even if he plays, I think they're going to lose. I just feel like Malik Willis, if he plays, he won't beat the Lions. And I feel like if Love plays, he won't be 100%. I don't know what it is. That guy's always banged up. But I'll just take the Lions now. If I look at it this way, hey, anybody loses this game. So, as a Vikings fan, you don't really care. I prefer to see the Lions lose because they have a better shot at winning the division. But at least if, Green Bay loses, somebody's going to lose. So, it's going to be a lower scoring game for the Lions. I feel like it's going to be like not 42 to 28. It's going to be like it's going to be like a 28 to 24 type of game. That's if Love plays. If he doesn't play, it'll be like 28-17. But 28-24, I feel like, it's lower scoring because it seems like you're scoring 35 points plus every week. Because, first of all, Tennessee, I ain't saying much. Their defense isn't bad, but they still suck. But this game could be a little bit of a trap game for him, too, going outdoors like this. But, it's a Division NFC North game. It'll probably be the most watched 4 o'clock game, unless you live in this area. We'll be watching the Eagles, but we have Red Zone. But I think if my dad's a Lions fan, so we'll just be watching the Lions game on Fox, and we'll switch that commercial to Red Zone. That's what we do, and any of our teams play like on TV. But I feel like it's just Green Bay. They gotta lose at some point. Got lucky last week. The Jags, they let the stinking Jacksonville hang around with them. So I just feel like the Lions will beat them this week, and somebody will lose. That's the way I look at it in the North. And then we got the Rams at the Seahawks. The Rams are 2, over-under 48.5. I'll talk more about this next when I talk about the Vikings. But once I saw Puka Nacua last week play, and what's his name? We all knew Kupp. And once I woke up last Thursday morning and saw Puka was in there, I knew game was over. I knew Rams were going to win. And if you played the Rams with none of those guys, or if at least with just Kupp, we win that game, I feel like. But don't matter. It's a new week, and the Rams are still a decent team when healthy, but they suck when not healthy. But I'll take the Rams here. I feel like the Seahawks, 10 days to prepare for the Rams. The Seahawks, they if you want to put it this way, they shot their load. They were 3-0, and then once they lost to the Giants, that ended it for me. That said, they're frauds. I feel like the Rams will win this game by a touchdown, 27-20. I just can't trust Geno Smith anymore, man. He just sucks. I feel like this is his last year with this team, and they're going to go out and get a quarterback. I don't know via draft, via signing. I don't know, but they're gonna move on from his ass. And then we got the Sunday Night Football game that was flexed. Supposed to be the Eagles, but they moved that up and switched to the Vikings. Colts, Vikings. The Vikings are 6, over-under 45.5. There ain't no way the Vikings lose this game. I can't. You're 10 days rest. After losing a Thursday night game, back-to-back games on 5 days. People already consider us frauds. The defense has some answers to make, but I really don't. These games coming up against the Colts, Jags, and Titans really do it for you. You have to win all 3. If you lose one of them, that ain't good. I just don't know how people can consider that when the offense is still doing good. They're getting Hawkinson back. What hurts was losing Christian Darrisaw for the year. That hurt. That's the top 3 tackle in football. But next man up. We can't have nice things, but it's crazy. We lose him and we get Hawk back. We can't have a healthy offense. It starts with, when I say we're cursed, we're cursed. It starts with Kyrie Jackson dying in June or whatever. McCarthy getting that knee injury. And then now Darrisaw. It's like we can't have nice things. But the Colts, Anthony Richardson, what's going on with him, man? Like he's tired on the sidelines. He can't complete passes. I feel like we need him to start, man, not Flacco. Flacco will throw deep bombs on his defense. We might sack him 4 or 5 times, but I'd rather face Richardson. But depending on who plays, I think the Vikings will win. This is you can't lose at home Sunday night. 10 days of rest to a bad Colts team. We're getting Hawkinson back. You can't lose. You can't lose. So I've been saying since last Thursday night's loss to people, it's gonna be like a 30-14 Vikings win. It just can't happen. So Vikings get back on track. Excuse me. Big win. I feel like they got to get Addison involved. Like, I know his thing on Twitter or on Instagram, free 3. That's a slogan since high school, he said. So that's nothing about him requesting a trade or anything. That's just his slogan. But still, I would still get. He needs to score this week. He hasn't scored since. He's got 1 touchdown all year, I remember. But he's got to score. He's got to spread the ball around. This is the game to do it. To get healthy, bounce back wins. So they need to get it done. And then Monday night, you have the Buccaneers at the Chiefs. KC's 8.5. Over is 44.5. I got Kansas City here at home. The Bucs are a hospital right now, and I don't think Mahomes is going to let that happen, losing as a huge favorite. So Kansas City will win this game, I believe, 31-21. And then our bye weeks are the Steelers and the 49ers. Yeah, you know Mahomes, he ain't going to lose a Monday night game on primetime at home to that shitty team. You know what I mean? So there you have it. Week 9 NFL picks and predictions. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the games. Enjoy your Halloween. Can't believe it's already Halloween that fast on Thursday. Feels like, again, it was just summer. It feels like it was just the MLB trade deadline video I was doing. But, man. And enjoy the end of this World Series because Dodgers up 3-0. And my guess is it'll end tonight. If not tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow. The series is going back to LA. I've been saying Yankees World Series since the beginning of the year, and I got laughed at when the Phillies were like 35-12 at that one point. Remember, they all thought they had it won, but now it's like, okay, yeah, Nick was right, but then now people are saying, oh, they were the favorites all along, but I just know it. Like I said the Dodgers were going to win, and people, even when the Dodgers were sucking in August when they had those cold streaks, I said Dodgers, and people were saying, oh, no. Oh, look. So, but anyway, I hope everybody enjoys your games. Next week, I'm still debating on when to do my video, either Tuesday or Wednesday, because Tuesday got the election and all that shit. So I mean, I might do it Tuesday. I might still do it Tuesday. So I might just do it Tuesday, but I'm still debating. So if there's no video on Tuesday released, don't be like, oh, because I always said I'm going to be doing Tuesday videos for the most part this year. I'll have it on Wednesday. So you got your election next week. I can't believe that's only a week away. So I'm excited for that. I mean, I don't like to announce political views on here, but I don't know whoever wants Kamala Harris is nuts, but whatever. So enjoy it. So I'll see you guys next week. Enjoy everything. Halloween, World Series, and the games. See you guys next week. Let's bounce back, baby. Skol Vikes. See you guys next week.